Okay, so we're just gonna jump right into it. And to start, I'm going to prime my eyes with the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. And I'll just use my ring finger to blend that in as you see here. Next, I'll be taking a big fluffy powder brush and my ambient lighting powder in diffuse light from Hourglass and just using that to set my eyeshadow primer to remove the stickiness. And then I will take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette, and the first color I will pick up is Buttery, and I'll just put that on my flat shader brush and apply it underneath my eyebrow as my brow bone highlight. Next, on my Sigma E40, I'm going to take Buttery and the color Sherbet, and I'm going to blend that through my upper crease as my transition shade. Next, on my MAC 217, I'm taking Sherbet and Hot Chocolate and also blending that in the crease, but keeping it lower than the first combo of shadows that I had placed. And then I'll pick up that E40 again, and with no additional product, I will continue blending out the Sherbet and Hot Chocolate just to ensure that it is a very smooth transition and that there won't be any harsh lines. Next, on a flat shader brush from ABH Cosmetics, I'm going to pick up the color Witchy from the Self-Made palette and apply that all over the eyelid. Next, I'll take that MAC 217 with no additional product and blend out the edges of Witchy into those crease colors to ensure that there are no harsh lines. I will then pack more of that witchy color on the lid due to some of it being blended away while I was working on softening the edges. I will grab my E40 one final time to give it one final blend and ensure everything is smoky and soft. Next, I'm taking my Kat Von D tattoo liner in the color Trooper, and I am just creating a thin line along my upper lashes just to create some definition, and this will also help conceal the lash band when I apply falsies in a couple steps. After the eyeliner comes the mascara, and today I'm using the Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte. This is my favorite mascara, and I'm just going to apply a coat of that to prep my lashes for falsies. And for falsies today, I'm going to be using Wispies by Ardell and the House of Lashes Dark Lash Adhesive. And my kitten, Colby, wanted to make an appearance. He's so stinking cute, and I just love him. So there he goes. Now my falsies are ready to apply, so I just grab them with a pair of tweezers and stick them on in the center first, and then stick down the inner corner and outer corner And it really is that easy. It just gets easier with more practice. So if you're new to falsies, don't be intimidated and don't give up. Next, I'm going to prime my face with my little sample of the Smashbox Primer Water, as well as my Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer in smoothing. For foundation today, I will be using the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation in the number 42 Light. This is a neutral foundation, which is really great for us really, really fair women or men. And I'm just using the lid of a Bath and Body Works candle as my palette. And I am picking up that foundation with a number 2 foundation brush from Lancome and just applying that to my face liberally. I will be later blending that out with a beauty blender to even out the coverage as well as pick up the excess product that is on my face. Now that I'm done blending out my foundation, I'm going to apply concealer to my under eye area. And today I am using the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in Fair Neutral. I just apply that in a triangle shape under the eye, as you can see here. And then I will take that same beauty blender that I used to blend out my foundation and blend out the concealer so that way there won't be any noticeable lines and that my under eye area will be noticeably brightened. Now that I'm done blending out the concealer with the Beauty Blender, I'm going to take MAC Pro Emphasize Shaping Powder and Anastasia Beverly Hills Highlight Powder in Banana and gently pat that on my under eye area with my Sigma F35 tapered highlighter brush. By patting this in rather than swiping, I will not disturb or remove any of that concealer that I have worked so hard to lay on the skin so smoothly and nicely. Next, with my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light and my BH Cosmetics large powder brush, I'm going to pick up a little bit of this powder and just press it into the rest of my face to set my foundation. And the reason we press on the rest of the face is just the same as the under eye. It will set everything without making it bunch up or ruining the finish. Once you've pressed it in all over initially, then it's a good time to kind of swirl and buff the product in so that way you won't have any excess caking happening. With this particular powder, it can also give you that airbrushed finish. And then from here, I am taking Fleur Power from MAC. It's just a traditional matte blush of theirs. And with my Sigma F40 tapered contour, or large angled contour, excuse me, I'm going to apply blush to the apples of my cheeks and back. Next, I will take MAC Sculpting Powder in the color Sculpt and my Sigma F05 Small Contour Brush, and I am going to chisel out my cheekbones and give my face some definition. With that same shaping powder in Sculpt and that same FO5 small contour brush, I am going to add that powder to the edges of my face just to give it some more dimension so it won't look so flat. That Lock-It foundation is incredibly high coverage, so it can make the face look very flat, and that's why I'm adding more shape back in. For my highlighter today, I will be using MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finish in the color Oh Darling. This was limited edition from their holiday collection. I have no shame in using it. I actually took off work for a little bit the day that it launched so that I could go and purchase it. I was that excited and obsessed when I first learned about this product. So with my Sigma large tapered face brush, my F25, I'm applying that on top of my cheekbones and slightly over the apples of my cheeks onto the blush, down my nose, on my cupid's bow, chin, and forehead. I like to glow like a disco ball and be seen from the moon. Now on to the lower lash line. I am taking the color Buttery on my Sigma E25 and just blending that along the lower lash line. Same concept as on the upper lid where we start with the lightest color and work to the deepest color. This acts as a really great transition and blending shade on which to lay darker colors. Then on that same E25 brush, I will pick up Sherbet and blend that along the lower lash line as well, just to give it a little bit more depth. Then on a flat definer brush from e.l.f., they call it their eyeliner brush, I am picking up Hot Chocolate and just pressing that right up against the lashes. And my camera stopped recording, but I did pick up more sherbet on my Sigma E30 to blend out that hot chocolate. And now I am doing my bottom lash mascara, and for that I'm using the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. It's waterproof and it has a smaller brush, and once again, that's why I always use it. And then I am taking my Benefit Gimme Brow in light medium just to finish off my brows. It's pretty obvious that they were started prior to the beginning of this tutorial. Next we move on to lips, and this is a new liquid lipstick from Stila. It's the Stay All Day liquid lipstick. I don't know how to pronounce the name. It's Bakey, or Baci, B-A-C-I. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's just a really cool toned kind of mauve color. I've never used Dose of Color Stone, but I imagine that this could be a really great dupe for it. It does dry ultra matte. I didn't find it to be too drying on me, so if you're looking for a great new color, I would highly recommend this. And the very final step is to set the face, and today I'm using the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. This is just another sample. I have so many samples that I need to get through, so that's why I'm using them in this video. And that completes this look. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and please subscribe to my channel.